CAZ presents Electra by Euripides and Can't Say No by Oklahoma. Your father, child, brought all this on you by his wicked treachery, to ones he should have loved. Listen, I know my tongue is sometimes bitter, and that's because I'm spoken of as a bad woman. I agree. One should not speak bitterly. But when people judge someone, they ought to learn the facts, and then hate if they've reason to. And if they have no reason, then they should not hate. When I married your father, I did not expect to die or to see my children killed. He took my child to Aulis, where the fleet lay bound, lured her with lies about Achilles, held her high above the altar, and then her father cut her soft white throat, my Iphigenia. If he had done it to avert the capture of his city, or to exalt his house, or if to save his other children, then he had taken one life for many, and he could be forgiven. But no. No, Helen was a whore, and her husband didn't know how to handle a randy wife, and that was Agamemnon's reason for murdering my child. All the same, wicked as it was, I would not have turned savage or have killed my husband. But he must bring home with him the mad prophetess, foist on me a second wife, a fellow lodger, two kept women in one house. Well, women are frail, I grant you, but when knowing this, a husband looks elsewhere and slights his lawful wife, she'll copy him and find herself another friend. Well, suppose Melanus had been abducted secretly. Would I have to kill my sister's husband, Orestes, to get back Melanus? Would your father have stood for that? No. No, he'd have killed me if I touched his son. He killed my daughter. Why should he not die? I killed him. I took the only way open to me. I turned to help to his enemies. Well, what could I do? So if you're anxious to refute me, do it now. Speak freely. Prove your father's death not justified. Well, don't you feel kind of sorry for a feller when he's looking like he wants to kiss you? It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I've known what's right and wrong since I've been 10. I heard a lot of stories, and I reckon they are true, about how girls are put upon by men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a feller, I forget. I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. I always say, come on, let's go, just when I ought to say nix. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a smack. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sort of want to kiss him back. I'm just a fool when lights are low. I can't be prissy and quaint. I ain't the type that can faint. Well, how can I be what I ain't? I can't say no. Well, what you gonna do when a feller gets flirty and tries to talk purty? What you gonna do? Supposing Eddie says, at your lips are like cherries, or roses, or berries. What you gonna do? Supposing Eddie says, that you're sweeter than cream, and he's gotta have cream or die. Well, what you gonna do when he talks that way? Spit in his eye? I can't resist a Romeo in a sombrero and chai.